Welcome back to the channel. We're going back to old school IWrocker here. Remember, I like to do different kind of videos, and that's what this is. We're looking at the most embarrassing things that have happened to, well, you guys. I'm going to start making more community posts like I used to. They're really fun, and you never know if you comment and be a part of these community posts here on YouTube, you might just be featured in a video like this. Unfortunately for these people, their embarrassing things that they have shared might be in this video, so let's take a look. Okay, here's a good one. First one that shows up on my end here. Anonymous says, when I was a tech at an international dealership, I did an oil change on a 4400 series box truck. Okay, so big industrial truck. Cool. But I forgot to put the drain plug back in. Oh, no. 27 quarts of oil went straight onto the shop floor. There it is. That would be pretty embarrassing. Of course, he didn't even know he's putting in tons of oil and then realizes, oh my God, this went right through to the ground with just a truck in the way. You could have just saved time, man, and poured it right on the ground with nothing in the way. No, that is definitely a good one and could happen to all of us. But hey, look on the bright side. At least you noticed it was all over the floor, and at least you didn't think whatever and walked away and someone started the truck up with no oil. That would kind of suck. Okay, here we got a long one. This is from Bonnie. I once boarded a train for work while reading a newspaper. This train was standing on my usual station at the usual time, so I got on without looking up. Uh-oh. This is going to be bad. Right from that first sentence. After a while, it pulled out and then stopped in the yards at Flinders Street, Melbourne. This was quite normal to let another train pass. I read on obliviously, then after a time it began to dawn on me that we'd been there a long time. At that point, the door near me opened from the outside. The train was in a yard, so there was no platform and the door was high off the ground. Oh, jeez. The head and shoulders of a man appeared at the door. I didn't know which of us got the biggest fright. He was a cleaner, and I had accidentally got on a train that was not in service. Oh, my goodness. I was not expecting that. There was a train in the middle of a tangle of rail lines and overhead high voltage power lines, and this ditzy woman on board. The poor cleaner didn't know what to do with me. In the end, he flagged down an empty train going back to the station. I had to ride in the guard's van for safety reasons. We pulled past a platform crowded with commuters and me sitting in the guard's van. Was my face red when I got off? You bet. Oh, geez, Bonnie. Finally, I was an hour late for work, but wasn't docked. Well, that's a relief. Another bright side. You were late for work. You had some embarrassment. You had the red, blushy face. But you know what? You weren't docked. You didn't get any points at work. There's the bright side. That's not bad. My boss laughed himself silly and said I was worth the entertainment value. See, that's a good boss right there. You know, yeah, you got laughed at. I mean, you kind of have it coming, right? But they have a good sense of humor. You take a little bit of a laugh, but you don't get in trouble. I'd say that's a win. Bonnie, that was a great story. Thank you. Science Troll, this is a good one. Moved to tribal land and got all proud when I'd found they'd given me an Aboriginal name. Okay, sounds really exciting, right? Then I found out it translated as, here we go, big nose. Oh, do we have a good one for you right here? Cyber Turtle. I'm going to shorten this, okay? Remember, if you want to see all these, you got to go to my community post on my channel and look for this post. This is from a couple months ago, okay? Scroll down, look through them. These are really fun. Of course, look for more of these coming up in the future. Okay, Cyber Turtle, I'm going to shorten this. Basically, driving home from work, really got that emergency situation. That emergency signal, I got to go to the bathroom, right? I think we've all been there. So basically, rushes home. No one's home. That's a good thing. That's a relief, right? Runs down the hall into the restroom, goes straight towards the toilet as you would, and gets down to business, okay? What he didn't realize and didn't have time to close, even if he did realize, from what I'm seeing here, was the bathroom window was wide open. So the outside world, there's no barrier. All right, there is a hole to the outside world. Visuals, noises, whatever. So anyway, he goes about his business, let's say, in an emergency way. Might have been a little loud, you know, might have been a little theatric. Total relief. Well, for a second, because instant laughter rages from outside the window. The neighbor was holding a kid's birthday party in a carport right next door with about 20 people in attendance. Right outside the window, a woman calls out, "Do you need a stick?" He hears this from in the bathroom through the window from outside. A woman calls out, "Do you need a stick?" More laughter. Dead. Cyber Turtle, that is absolutely epic. Great entry. Seriously, great entry. I would be dead too. That would be hilariously horrible. Okay, Bella Houston, I hope I'm saying that right. Probably not. Has a good one too. Ready? At Parramatta Eels Club, which is NRL, left my friends at our table to go and get my shout at the bar. On my way back, I sat down in what I thought was my seat at our table. But indeed, I actually sat at the next table and started chatting away while removing drinks from the tray. The table I sat at had a few Parramatta players sitting there, including Brett Kenny from the 1980s, all sitting there in disbelief. Uh-oh. I was so terribly embarrassed, having to apologize, gather the drinks up again, and go. That would be the worst, right? Especially if you're meeting some sort of, sports player, celebrity, some type of deal, right? You would like to meet them on pretty nice terms, try not to be nervous, kind of have a cool conversation, but instead meeting them as in kind of blindly, like taking their drinks away and meeting them in an embarrassing moment. That would suck, right? That's a good one. I like it. All right, this one was a life lesson from Dave Oz, okay? Here we go. Dave Oz went to a party and didn't wash his hands after a piss. Then got called out for it by a girl. Called out for it in public. Uh-oh. I have never forgotten to wash my hands since. That one is short and sweet. Dave Oz, there you go. Luke Neely. Oh, this is bad. All right. Luke Neely decided the girl he went home with wasn't for him. So he jumped out of her bathroom window. Okay, made a swift escape, right? Run to the car. Only to realize that he left his car keys inside. Oh, no. The swift escape, that rush, like, oh, I made it. Oh, that would suck. She was really mad. Yeah, I bet she was. And that would be awkward, right? Hella awkward. Gotta go knock on the door now and say, oh, by the way, I snuck out. And I need my keys. So apparently that night you weren't supposed to get off that easy. Luke, thank you for that. Oh, Douglas Brown telling a guy at a wild party that his face paint was amazing. Being told later it was a birthmark. Oh! And TS05 Pro, when I was in Italy, I accidentally got into a car that was identical to mine. When I opened the car, they also opened their car at the same time. So this is crazy. This rarely happens, but it can happen, right? Someone's parked in the parking lot, identical color car to yours, same model, everything, right? What's really weird is you're getting into theirs, presumably. They're getting into yours at the same time. That's pretty rare. Usually you just go out there and you discover this on your own. So yeah, they're getting in at the same time in the wrong cars. There were 2 pit bulls in their car. Yeah, that would be a surprise. That might be an indicator that that's not your car. 2 pit bulls, that could be real bad. That could go south real quick. Fortunately, they didn't get me. So that's a relief, right? But that is definitely an embarrassing thing, getting in the wrong car, and double embarrassing when, well, actually I should say more dangerous, when they have pit bulls guarding the car. You know what? That's going to be it for this one, guys. These are really fun. I like doing different videos like this, and it's awesome because it's interacting directly with you guys. Of course, I always pose questions to you guys and learn from you guys on regular videos and comments and things. But doing stuff like this, on Discord, community posts, all these different avenues, I think it's really fun to feature you guys in the videos. I really would like to build upon this as, I like doing videos like this, and we could do a lot more. So first of all, leave your comments on this video if you would like to share something embarrassing that's happened to you, if you weren't able to comment on this post. And if not, that's okay if you don't. I respect that. You can comment ideas for stuff like this. So obviously, we do like in-person videos, mail time videos, trying videos, and of course, tons of reaction videos. But if you would like to leave ideas on something like this, where we're just doing some sort of stories or topics or something, right? Like this, fun videos, you can leave those ideas down there as well. I really would appreciate it. But don't worry, I'm not going to sign off just yet because you probably want to hear, well, Ian, IWrocker, what is your most embarrassing thing? Well, you know me, I'm not a fan of like trying to narrow down one thing as the most embarrassing. So I'm not going to say this is like the most embarrassing thing. I've had a lot of embarrassing things happen over the years, right? Over the years. So I won't say them all, nor could I probably think of them all. But one that comes to mind is at one of my first jobs. I was about 16 years old. I worked at a local grocery store, and I think this was like my first. Oh, I want to say it's like maybe my second week there. Really new, right? Second week there. I'm like the newest guy around, of course. And think how embarrassing, humiliating, and could have been really bad. I got lucky. This was. So my second week there, I work a few days, and then Friday comes, and at the time I hadn't set up direct deposit yet, so I had to go pick up my check in person at the store. I had to pick up my check so I could go cash it in at the bank. Well. I went on a Friday to go pick up this check. I believe I had school earlier in the day. Well, let me just get to it. I went to the store I think it was right at about 5 p.m. I went in there, went to the service desk at front, where employees would go to talk to someone to get their check or whatever. And so I walk in normal clothes, not my, work clothes or whatever. I walk in and I'm getting, I don't know how to describe it. Like, how you can sometimes feel energy. You feel like people are looking at you, you feel this kind of off, something's off, right? Well, I felt that. I walked in, people were looking at me kind of weird, not greeting me like normal. And felt like some weird energy going on. So I waltz on. I'm like, whatever. I waltz right on into the service counter, and I'm like, hey, I'm here. I would like my check, please. I'm just here to pick up my check. Well, think of how embarrassing and kind of in your face this was to them. I'm in there picking up my check. Well, I was supposed to be working that day. Had no idea. Don't know what happened. Don't know what happened to me. I don't know why. Totally had no idea. I was supposed to work the day. Apparently, I was supposed to work at like 3:45 to like 9 or something, right? And I waltz in there at 5. It's like already been an hour and a half since I'm supposed to be working. They looked very busy, by the way. I should have thrown that in at the beginning. They looked very busy, which is kind of added insult because I already down. Remember, I was supposed to be working the front that day, not in back. Like something easy like stocking or produce or something. No, like supposed to be working up front. Where all the action is, right? So they're a cashier down because wasn't there. And so everyone was giving me weird looks because they're having to work their rear end off and they're down a guy and they're busy. And I'm waltzing in there in casual clothes like, yeah, where's my check, man? And I'm brand new. So obviously I'd have very, very awkward, probably one of the most awkward encounters I've ever had in my life with another human being. I had a very awkward encounter with my boss. That actually they were nice enough to hand me my check and said, here you go. Probably thinking like, here you go, asshole, right? And said that, yes, I was supposed to be working today. And I was like, oh, and I could feel my whole head like turn red, So I at least, it was a legitimate reaction because I genuinely did not know I was supposed to work. I wasn't skipping work. I don't do that. I have good work ethic. Like I would have never, especially like skipped work that early. You're begging to get fired if you're brand new and you're already like, screw this place, right? I'm pretty sure that she saw that I had a genuine reaction like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I had no idea, blah, blah, blah. It probably happens sometimes if you're new, especially. She knows I'm a high school kid. I'm new and I just didn't know or forgot or something. So luckily, they said, yeah, you're supposed to work. And I was like, and yeah, I apologized and explained everything. And luckily, they didn't fire me on the spot. They gave me my check. And I told them, let me go get changed. Let me go hop in the car, run home, get changed. I can be back here in probably like half an hour. And I will finish out whenever you need me to. So luckily, they agreed. And I still got off at my normal time. So I only had to work from like, I don't know, 5:45 or 6 to 9. It was a short day. But yeah, it was very embarrassing. And I made sure that never happened again. So there's my embarrassing moment that I'll share. If I think of some other ones, maybe I'll do this if we do like a part 2 to this. So yeah, go ahead and check out the community post and browse some other ones and look for new ones. And we can do more fun stuff like this. Can't wait to see what you guys have to say. And like always, guys, throw a like, a thumbs up on this video, help it out, subscribe to join this amazing community. And that being said, my name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, y'all. Catch you later.